is what it is. It is what it could have been. It is what it could be. Gecko Brothers, DJ Mark X on the cut. TV Artist on the rap. And welcome back, hustle on the beat. Let's go.
Keep it low key, only a few people really know me. Your downfall could be as close as a code D. Homie knew the code, but he bent like a billfold. Supposed to know the rules of the street, but my nigga told. Lately I've been feeling like a loner, smoking medical grade like I live in California. Gotten the shit that most mothers would never condone of. Can't say the same with my father, I was disowned from. I'm glad I made it. Make money, but you ain't making no sense. How you forgive and you ain't never repent? Got a home and you ain't paying no rent or mortgage and shit. It could be over with in a split second. My nigga Eddie Gordo ain't in Tekken. I was raised in Saytown and I'm still reppin'. Size 14, so you know that I'm big steppin'. Get the fuck on my way, joke.
Yeah, we just burn it up. We just burn it up. We just burn it up. Fuck 12 gun sales. We just burn it up. 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 Fuck 12 gun sales. We just burn it up. Yeah. I dedicate this to those silly ass kids that had no respect. Let's do this. I couldn't get no one to blaze this. Retract that. No one I could know that blazed this. What I mean? I ain't got time for bullshit, so I push it along like Ali fight with Q-tip. I'm a DJ that likes to talk shit. Run it back. I'm a DJ that could use my two fists. Me don't care. It compose you a bitch, and my clique consists of cats that's ready to start shit. I fit those that need to be like, hit that button. I can clown without saying the words like I ain't frontin'. I'm not a rapper, but neither the ones that claim they spit. Difference is, you're not in my thought when I dig that ditch. You see, when I dig that ditch, is when I'm burying your bitch ass. I just mentioned the dude that they only know him in parts of the east side. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm having this difficulties multi-streaming on cross platforms that I'm having a hard time. So I might have to run this back. But right now, it's because I played a Joe Button interview. And on the Joe Button interview, it shows the stuff that I wanted to get into, which we're gonna do probably tomorrow. We're gonna do part two tomorrow on this. And again, this has nothing to do with like Diddy. It does and it doesn't. It has to do a lot about hip hop, and this is my way of looking at things. So, all right. So, Puff, I mean, Pac. This is where it started to become heartbreaking. I never understood the beef between East Coast, West Coast. I never did. I thought it was stupid. And the thing with Pac, I just thought Pac would just talk loud. I talk loud. And I didn't think that he was a threat, right? I didn't think he was a threat. However, and think about it. Look at the movies he did. He did Juice. He did Above the Rim. Both of those movies were shot in New York City, right? You had Pac. You had Pac being Pac. And I wanted to play this interview from Busta because Busta and Pac go back all the way to Busta was with leaders of the new school, and I have this record. I have this record that diamonds on my back, in the scene with the gangster lean. Ooh wee, you see the ugliest. What yo? When I tell you, I didn't know that was a Pac diss at the time, but the record went so hard,
So I wasn't gonna be able to put it out anyway, even if I did do it the way that I ended up doing it on the Born Again album. Because if you listen to the Born Again album, there's a song called Dangerous MCs. And I told Diddy, if I give you this verse, I need to control this record creatively. So I went and got one of my favorite producers, Knots the Ruler from VA. He gave me one of the craziest beats. Snoop, Mark Curry, myself, and Biggie is on the song. But in the lines where Biggie might have said something to Pop, I muted those lines and I put bars there to cover up those disses. So it sounded like me and Big going back and forth. That's one of the gems that the world finally got to hear about.
I need to go through the whole story. I need to go through the whole story with Bus. I think I got it right here. Hold on. Yeah, I got it right here. So I'm gonna move this over from my phone. I got the whole entire story of what Busta Rhymes had said about the Biggie verse that never was released originally and it was still cut off. I have the actual verse. I have the actual verse. I think I'm gonna try to play it. He's like diamonds on my back. Oh my God, that he went in. He went in on Pac. And because Busta had, I need to play this. I need to play it in its entirety because I don't want to tell the story. I don't want to tell the story. So let's tell the story. Let's tell the story. Let him tell the story. I'm gonna let Busta Rhymes tell the story.
One other incredible moment, and I never told this story, not on the record.
Oh, the smoke.
So there's a song in the middle of the Biggie and the Tupac beef, and he recorded the verse in my studio session. The studio was called Soundtracks. Studio is located Broadway between 21st and 22nd Street. I thought it would be brilliant to have these three MCs on a Jay Dilla beat. As I mentioned, he's one of my favorite producers to ever exist. First studio session, it was at a studio called Unique Studios, around the block from Quad where Tupac got shot. This was a studio that Easy Mo B, another one of my favorite producers, he produced Flavor in Your Ear and many other classics, did most of Ready to Die. He used to work in the studio a lot, so I ended up booking this session, and the song was supposed to have Nas, Method Man, Biggie, and Busta Rhymes on the same record. Jay Dilla beat. I got a $10,000 check in my pocket for Big. I think Big just got into the car accident with C's, so his leg was fucked up, and the elevator wasn't working. Big come to the studio, he downstairs. Yo, I'm here, boss. I said, all right, well, the elevator just stopped working, so you got to come up the stairs. I said, Meth and Nas here. He was like, oh, word? Tell the bros I said, what up? But you ain't gonna see me tonight, my nigga. Fuck, I look like climbing up them stairs, my size and my foot fucked up. I said, my nigga, I got your bread. Nigga, I don't give a fuck if you had $1 trillion upstairs. I ain't coming upstairs tonight, boss. Nigga Big said, fuck you and fuck that. And Biggie bounced. We had another session. We in the same studio. No Big. Interestingly, I don't know if anybody wrote their rhyme or even a piece of it, but nobody laid their shit because motherfuckers wanted to see what Biggie was going to do. Never got the Nas and Meth verse. I go to Soundtracks the third day. Elevator's fine. Big and C's come, they pull up. Meth and Nas came 2 days in a row now. No Biggie. So they was not coming on the third day. We in the motherfucking stew. At the time, Branson is selling the most incredible bud in the hood. And he was selling them in these jars that look like motherfucking pickle jars.
Mason jars.
Mason jars. C's would roll the blunts and Biggie would come with the Branson jars. And he rolling weed, blunt after blunt after blunt. And Biggie just sitting in one of the studio chairs that got the wheels on it that roll around. He's sitting in that shit just doing this while a beat was playing. 1 hour, 2 hours. He just smoking. He ain't writing nothing. So about 3 hours in, I'm just like, my nigga, you ain't gonna do this verse, my nigga? The nigga said, I'm ready, boss. Said, ready? You ain't write shit. I'm ready, boss. Nigga go in the booth. He does the verse. Diamonds on my neck, chrome drop top. Nigga on the scene like pound of green. Ooh wee, you see.
The ugliest.
Money hungriest. Brooklyn Loch Ness.
Blah.
9mm wand test, comfort test. And the winner is not that thinner kid. Bandanas, tattoos, my skin never bruised. Land still cruise, Frank White.
Woo.
You know what he doing.
Yeah.
You know who he going at.
Know he's shooting, and that's your guy, though.
That's my guy.
Yeah.
And he goes, and this other part, he goes, actor needs chiropractor for crack jaw. Yes, I rock your chatterbox. Dangerous you're not, I gets down. Twist your body round and round.
Upside down.
I said, big, I ain't putting this out. I ain't putting this out, big. Because Pac was my friend too.
Right, right.
Pac choked the sound man out for me at a college show when we was leaders of the new school because we got there late. The nigga turned the equipment off and wouldn't let us get a sound check. This nigga Pac ran up on this man and just choked him. We only got one album out. He calling us legend. He's still dancing for fucking Digital Underground. We ain't legends yet, but in Pac eyes, we was the legends. I love these niggas, man. I got to be the mediator. I can't add fuel to this fire. I ain't put it out. So when Big passed, Pac passed, Diddy working on the Born Again album. And if you listen to the Born Again album, Diddy was looking for verses that might have been laying around that was never released commercially that Big had recorded. And I told Diddy that I had this verse for a long time. When Diddy wanted the verse, I said, you got to give me back the money that I paid Big. You could have a verse. Because I already know that, number one, I wasn't putting it out with the back and forth. And I also knew once Biggie passed, whatever was going to happen with Big Moms needed to sanction it. She needed to bless it. She needed to be okay with it. I knew Puff had to clear it. So I wasn't going to be able to put it out anyway, even if I did do it the way that I ended up doing it on the Born Again album. Because if you listen to the Born Again album, there's a song called Dangerous MCs. And I told Diddy, if I give you this verse, I need to control this record creatively. So I went and got one of my favorite producers, Knots the Ruler from VA. He gave me one of the craziest beats. Snoop, Mark Curry, myself, and Biggie is on the song. But in the lines where Biggie might have said something to Pac, I muted those lines and I put bars there to cover up those disses. So it sounded like me and Big going back and forth. That's one of the gems that the world finally got to hear about.
Okay. You're like, yo, some people don't know about this record. Let's go. Oh, shit. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, 96, my Nostradamus.
1996.
Dangerous.
Biggie.
Check it out.
Let's go. Diamonds on the back.
Chrome drop top, chilling on the scene, smoking pounds of green. Ooh wee, you see the ugliest, money hungriest, Brooklyn Loch Ness, 9mm cop test, one for test, and the winner is.
Y'all niggas know the rules. I blast on niggas so
My
my
fist never bruised, land still cruise. Frank White paid his dues. Ask who's the raw, bet they say Papa Very. Look forward to me like commissary. All of a sudden, now everybody Big Willie done did it. Come with it, get your head split it, or get your neck slitted. Admit it, you overdid it, you shit it. Just ain't got that loud. Go to shine like Tadal. Biggie Smalls the illest, and how phrase raise your eyebrow. By now you figure he talking about that nigga, but your weak ass assumptions lead led the dumping, IV the pumping. You're feeling something. Catch my drift or catch my 4/5 lift. At least 6 inches above project fences. Turn meat to minces, jumps turn to flinches. When I rain out drenches, cleared your park benches. Missed you by pinches. Your talk is senseless. Actor needs chiropractor for crack jaw. Yes, I rocked your chatterbox. Dangerous you're not, I gets down. Twist your body round and round, upside down.
Come on, yo, throw your hands, come on. Bitch, grab your tits, come on. Let me know you in the spot. Bump your fist, come on. Thugs, told your shit, we about to get more rich, come on. Let's close the club, come on. Fuck the place up, come on. Shake your nasty ass and make it swing all around, come on.
Oh.
Yo, biggest money, throw your loot on the ground, come on. Bounce in your whips, come on. Bitch, lick your lips, come on. Dangerous some seas, my nigga, this be the shit, come on.
Oh. Man. We're going to continue this conversation tomorrow. Sunday, after the game between the Bears and Green Bay Packers, because I'm going to tell you right now, this story gets deeper, because if you're paying attention to what I'm doing, I'm going, why did Big have to die? Off of all this nonsense that's going on. This is what the story I want to bring. I want to bring the story about why. Why? We have a lot, and then here's the thing. We're not listening to the narrative, because why aren't we hearing from Farnsworth Bentley, Lil Kim, Mario Winans? Are we going to hear from them? Because I want to hear from them, because it seems like they were right there. It seems like they were just like right there. So this goes beyond. I see the pettiness of 50 Cent. Oh, I'm not buying it. I'm not, like, I get what 50 did. I don't give a fuck about what he did, to be honest with you. I just ain't gonna fuck with that man. However, I will tell you, the story's not adding up. Because I want to know why Biggie had to die. I really want to know why Biggie had to die. I said on Facebook that my heart was broke with hip hop after watching the documentary, and I think people didn't understand what I was saying, because Big and Pac shouldn't have had to die for this. I just feel like they shouldn't have had to die. We're going to talk about it tomorrow. I freaking love everybody that fucks with me. Make sure you follow, like, and subscribe. Pooh Heff in the building. Hey, I'm willing to fight for hip hop. I fight for hip hop. And right now something's not going on, so I created my own documentary. Let's check it out tomorrow, Sunday. I want to thank everybody that rocked with me, that came in. Thank you.